You deserve this.
I'm sure I do.
Oh, my God. Why do you have to be such a bitch
Bend
about this?
over.
You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF just after 8 o'clock this morning. Yesterday was the last day for a very valuable resource in our community if you own a pet.
Yeah.
And there could be something coming down the pike, which is good, and fairly soon. But until then, you're going to have two choices. Well, really three.
Yeah.
One, let it lie and hope for the best. Two, drive and maybe spend a fortune. Or three, use Google to become a veterinarian.
But they're also, at the same time this is going on, they're also telling me about something that's kind of going around right now.
Also bad.
Yeah, bad timing.
And they don't even know what it is.
We'll get into it just after 8 o'clock here in the break room on CMF. So we've been running a promo here in commercial breaks.
Yeah, what are they saying?
Well, it's an event that's going to be happening very, very soon. And it is an event, all in celebration of one single man.
Wow. He must be some hell of a guy.
Nope, this is mandatory that we had to do. On December 15th, it's a Friday night.
Ooh, Friday night.
We will have a celebration to honor this year Tommy's 30 years on 96.5
30 years.
WCMF. 30 years on the same station without a single promotion.
I was 4 years old when you started.
Oh.
I was.
Wow. How old were you at 93?
7.
Damn.
But we were still...
Wait, together you were 10?
11, you dumbass.
Oh, yeah. I was doing on Southern Math.
Which weird, I was 7, but we were already drinking in the bar together. So, here's how this is going to work. Now, the promo's been very vague on purpose as we were nailing down all the details. But plus, we didn't want people to overload the website because you're so popular. Friday night, December 15th, Three Heads will be hosting Celebrating 30 Years of Tommy Muley. It's called Tommy Muley, This Is Your Life, a multimedia experience. It will be hosted by Kimmy and I, and we will walk the audience through the moment Tommy was born, into his childhood, his high school years, the meat cutting chronicles, the brilliant stand-up career he attempted, and the moment he arrived in Rochester to take the throne as the greatest radio personality in Rochester history, all the way up until today. Wow. So we have dozens of never-before publicly seen photos of Tommy Muley from birth all the way up to now that will be projected behind us.
Wait, how did you get that?
Bro, I know people.
We have sources.
Yeah.
They're my pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Bro, you
think you're the only one with pictures of you?
Not to mention, you're so oblivious to everything. I could have done it in front of your face and you would have been a week later. Where'd you get those from? As the pictures and the story will be happening, there is also original music that will be detailing points of Tommy's life performed live during the show.
Original hits.
Wait, live music.
Yeah, live music. My brother will be there with his guitar. He's a very talented musician.
Oh, yeah.
And there are original Tommy Muley life songs that will help detail points throughout your life that are the most important.
Wow.
Not only that,
What?
there will be a limited number of Tommy Nation T-shirts, a brilliant design that will be available while supplies last. Now, Tommy, it's everything you deserve and more.
Oh, yeah.
And we are getting bombarded with people wanting to know how to get in. In fact, Kimmy, when you were at Bill Gray's 2 weeks ago, you said people were nonstop.
Yeah, everybody was asking about, time, place, what time they should show up. Like everybody wanted to know details right then, a month ahead of time.
So it's very simple.
All right, what do you do?
Three Heads Brewery, Friday night, December 15th. The event starts at 7. We'll let you know about when doors open because they do have to cap at a certain number. Because I know, Tommy, we're going to have tens of thousands of people lined up outside just trying to get in. Right?
You could get 10s.
I don't think you understand.
And my cousins from Auburn come.
I don't think you understand what a big deal this is going to be. Think of all the people you've pissed off over the last 30 years that want to sit and watch
that. You could get a nice line.
It's exactly what you deserve for all of the things you've done for this station, for your coworkers, for the community at large over the last 3 decades.
All right.
Why are you being such a bitch?
What are you talking about?
You're being a bitch.
You know how uncomfortable this is?
Why is that uncomfortable?
You would be just as uncomfortable.
No. You're going to be sitting on
both y'all.
You'll be sitting on a legitimate throne in the middle of a stage.
Right. Do you have a throne?
We have a throne.
Is it comically big?
No, actually, they wanted to go comically small, and we talked them out of it.
Well, the funner would be the big one.
No.
My feet don't touch this floor.
Yeah, I got it. Look, we got it, Chuckle Butt. We'll plan the event. You just sit there.
It's called Chuckle Chops.
No, I went Chuckle Butt.
Of course you do.
No, this is. I don't.
Think and more Friday night, December 15th.
I don't think you understand what.
So you two are going to be the ones on stage doing all that.
Yeah, well, Kimmy and I
will be walking everybody through it.
The slaying.
Tommy will be, as the kids say, Tommy will be in a throne in the middle of the stage as we project the pictures over his giant head or onto his giant forehead, depending on how big the projector is. Yeah, and it'll be a wonderful night.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 heads just on its own is fantastic.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, it's we're going to be going formal with it.
Yeah.
Kimmy and I'll be in a tuxedo.
I'm still working on it.
Kimmy's still working
It'll
on it.
be something formal.
What is this? What are you laughing at?
Wait, you don't have something picked
Oh,
out?
it's a surprise.
To who, you?
No. I think you're going to be jealous of my outfit.
You better be careful. She's going to have the microphone for a good 25 minutes.
I'm already going to get killed.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Like, I love how you pretend you don't want this. Oh, no. Oh, no. All the attention on me. Oh, no. I get the attention all night. Oh, no. No. It's all about me. Oh, no. By the way, your wife is.
What's that?
Your wife has been very helpful with all this. Tell her thank you.
Oh, you're kidding me.
What?
That's your connection?
What are you talking? Well, no, one of many.
One of our connections.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I know you had no idea, dumbass.
All right.
You know, again, normally with people when you're trying to pull this stuff off,
Yeah,
you'd
you
have to be very
really
secretive.
sneaky.
You're so oblivious to everything in the whole world.
I don't know what she's doing.
We could make phone calls in front of your face. Yeah. What?
No, he'd be watching something on his phone, having a completely different conversation.
Well,
on
I'm really
his
into
own.
those little baby donkeys right
Yeah, I know.
Hey guys, you know India has 80 million stray dogs.
dogs.
He just said that in the commercial
he
break.
did.
It's terrible. Those poor dogs over there. I would love to have an Indian dog so he wouldn't understand me.
So again, there will be more details as we get closer, but clear December 15th, 7 p.m. start. We'll let you know when doors will open. Three Heads Brewery. It's a Friday night, a celebration of 30 years of Tommy Muley. Tommy Muley, this is your life, a multimedia extravaganza. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait. By the way, we have had, 7 meetings now?
Something like that.
About this event. It's a huge
Yeah.
deal. The company is taking this super serious. We have multiple levels of corporate involved.
Oh, Kansas City boy.
The T-shirts.
Kansas City stiff.
Kansas City
showing
stiff
up?
ones, yeah. Oh, maybe he will now after you keep talking like that.
Stiffy Stiffola.
We have corporate people driving from hours away
No,
to
we
be
do
here.
not. What corporate
Yeah, actually, we
people?
do.
Corporate people from who?
People
Some
you've never
people we
met
didn't
before.
know existed.
Yeah, also
until
us.
recently.
Also us.
Is our... this is going to sound bad.
Oh, here we go.
Is our headquarters still in Philadelphia?
Yeah, you idiot.
I didn't know if they moved with the COVID.
Why would
'Cause
they
everything's
move out
gone-
Oh, you mean out of the COVID central Philadelphia?
Everything's Kansas City now. I don't know.
No, we have a boss in Kansas City.
Right.
Everything's
So there's
Kansas
people
City.
driving up from Philly?
I didn't say Philly. I said hours away.
Well, that's be Buffalo.
Okay, well, in other places, all points. Maybe
But they're
from-
corporate people
Oh my God.
that I've never met.
Never met before, but
I
they're going
don't
to
know
come
their
to
names.
celebrate you, and they're going to wear their Tommy Nation T-shirts. Also, our company offered all of our employees a free Tommy Nation T-shirt to wear to the event. So there will be dozens of people in the brand new Tommy Nation T-shirts.
Oh, God.
I can't wait.
I'm sure.
Oh, shut up.
All I've done for you, all the drinks I bought you.
What have you
when
done
were
for me?
15.
I come in here, you tell me I'm ugly, stupid. You call me fat when I was fat. I lose weight. You tell me I'm emaciated. I got an eating disorder. I look anorexic. But you were saying, please, all you've done for me. When this job came open, I called you and said I'm going to go for it. You
And
told
what'd I
me,
say?
no, don't do it. Best thing that ever happened to you. So again, Friday night, December 15th, Three Heads Brewery, a celebration of 30 years of Tommy Muley on WCMF. Tommy Muley, this is your life, a multimedia extravaganza.
Come on out for elder abuse.
Let's take a break.
All right.
No, you're right. I mean, the timing with this place closing, it couldn't be worse.
It's worse.
Because we've known about this for a couple of months.
Yeah, and I've known some people that have had to deal with this.
And here's the thing. There may be a solution coming down the pike not very far, but
Yeah,
in
but
that,
in between,
you got it. You're going to have 3 options if you're a pet owner. 1, leave it alone and hope for the best.
Right.
2, drive and potentially spend a fortune. Or 3, become a Google veterinarian.
And this is the worst time of the year for this.
Oh, yeah, it is.
By far.
Oh, yeah, it is. And we'll get into it next to the break room. 96.5 WCMF. It's the end of an era.
Oh, yeah.
It's a place no one wanted to go, but it was great to know it was there. And if you are a pet owner right now, it can be scary knowing if something were to go wrong, there's no place to take your animal.
Yes.
So in the meantime, there will be some very tough decisions to be made. And some new amateur veterinarians who might all of a sudden decide, yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
You can take care of that anal gland yourself.
Are you talking about the dog still?
Maybe.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5 WCMF. We'll jump right into the story. Yesterday was the last ever day for veterinary specialists and emergency services in Brighton. It's at Emergency Animal Hospital across from MCC. We've known for months the place was going to close.
Right.
And the reason given, not enough vets to cover the services they needed to provide.
Yeah.
Now, Tommy, this is a massive issue.
Yeah, especially when you own older dogs, because that was the last place both of our dogs went to check out. So I didn't even know where you would do that after hours.
Well, after hours, I don't know.
I think if it's after hours, you have to go out of Rochester.
No, I mean, let's say like we had to put the dog down.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And the dog didn't go down to like 7 o'clock.
You might have to do it Old Yeller style.
Yeah.
I'll do it, Ma. He's mine. Now, it's a massive issue not only because there's now no one in Rochester offering around-the-clock emergency animal care, but because finding a vet in itself is super hard at the moment.
Because they're cutting back, right?
Yeah. People were using this place as their actual veterinary care. Okay. So there is some good news.
Good news.
There's a group right now working to open a new 24-hour animal hospital on University Ave.
So these are like local vets getting together doing their own thing.
That's what it sounds like.
Almost like a volunteer situation.
No, I think it sounds like it's going to be a legit place, but it's local.
Did you see volunteer?
So I thought, I guess maybe I could have read it wrong, but I thought like vets were getting together to open like a 24-hour place and doing it like on a volunteer kind of basis. But I could be totally wrong on that.
Only the most journalistic integrity stories here. It doesn't make sense. Okay, but here's the thing. That's great that could be coming. However, best case scenario, they open in January, so there will be 4, 5, 6 weeks without it, which means if you have an animal emergency after hours, you have a couple of options.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
First one, drive.
Okay, how far?
So we've heard Buffalo, Syracuse, Ithaca, and Albany, places where people that have had animal emergencies have had to take
4 hours in the car.
Yes.
If your dog makes it.
Yeah, and even before you get in the car, that's a serious decision that you have to make with your spouse.
That could be a really sad drive, man.
That's even if you decide to make the drive, because there's time involved. There's going to be money involved, potentially a lot of money involved.
Yeah.
And you're right. Somebody's got to sit in that car and hope to God that
with an agonizing dog,
right?
Or cat, or hamster, or whatever.
Okay, my ass ain't driving to Albany for a hamster. That's like taking a Bic lighter in for repairs.
The second option, is to let it be and hope for the best.
Okay, write it out.
Right. I mean, there are those times where your animal looks like it's on death's door, and all of a sudden, 2 days later, they're back.
All right.
So that's a dicey proposition, but it's one. The third option, Google.
Oh, how to.
But doesn't that always come up with, like, if you Google health issues for yourself, it's going to always scare the crap out of you.
Yes.
So I'm guessing, like, doing that for your dog, you're going to get kind of those same results where it may push you to go make that drive because you're going to assume the worst.
Okay, or Google how to fix your dog yourself.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, right? And it feels like that's going to be the option to go with. And, Kimmy, I understand what you're saying, but look, there are people listening that don't have the money, the time, the vehicle that will make it to Buffalo, Syracuse, Albany, Ithaca to get their dog taken care of.
So what are you going to do? Get out a steak knife and some thread?
Okay, I don't think surgery is the best option here. But look, I mean, and Google probably isn't the best way to go either. But when it comes to the options you have in front of you, you may now be more apt to trust people on message boards and websites that say they had this issue and your dog looks like they have that and this is what I did. Natural remedies, Tommy.
All right.
I guess you could do that hoping you don't make the problem worse.
Okay, I'm not saying do it.
You
I'm talking as a human being at 10:30 at night when I got 2 kids sleeping and I might need 2 people to drive this dog to the hospital.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that?
Right.
There are people listening right now that would be pissed that someone even suggests Googling what's wrong with your animal, treating it, and hoping for the best. Yes, some of those same people do that for their own medical issues.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right? We see it all the time, Tommy, right? You're in pain. You don't want to deal with the bills or the inconvenience of an urgent care or an ER.
Right.
So you ask friends or you Google what is wrong with you, And you self-diagnose.
And you only look for the things that you want to find.
Yeah.
Things you agree with. Yeah. You're not going to look at the bad. It could be that. It could be this.
But like, it almost feels like we care about our pets' health more than our own health.
Yeah. Well, because they're so innocent and they're so helpless.
Okay, but like, look, not to sound crass, and
I don't know.
Look, I can replace the dog.
Yes, you can.
I can't replace myself. And I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying, like, if it comes to the dog's medical care versus my medical care, why am I taking my medical care less serious than I am my golden retrievers? Right? Like, there are multiple really good hospitals that anyone in Rochester can walk into and get care.
Yes.
People don't do that. Imagine if you had to drive to Buffalo, Syracuse, Ithaca, or Albany to get seen by a doctor.
That tumor is fine.
No one would go.
No.
But people do it for their animals. And look, I know a dog or a cat's part of the family, but it is nuts that people are willing to do more for their pooch than they are themselves.
We are so overboard with our dog. It is ridiculous.
No. You?
Yes. The dog has its own closet of food, toys, collars, accessories.
You have a dog closet?
Yes.
Is it next to your closet?
Mine's smaller.
But I guess I think that, I mean, you talk about you may not drive to Buffalo or Syracuse for yourself, but you would if you saw somebody else in your family suffering, right? So, like, if it was your kids.
Who we got?
Your kids?
Kids? Okay, yes, kids, absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
your kids or,
but again,
or somebody else. Like, if
I
they
can't
needed...
go to Lollipop Farm and bring home another Claire.
No, but my point is, if you see something suffering, you feel like you have to do what you can to help it. Whereas I understand not doing it for yourself.
All right.
Again, it depends.
Because you just think, you know what? I'll work through it. You're not going to tell somebody, why don't you work through it?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Kimmy, let's say your neighbor, because you close to your neighbors?
No.
You know them?
Just a friendly hello, yeah.
All right, so 2 o'clock in the morning, bang on the door.
Yeah.
Kimmy.
Yeah.
I got a weird rash on my foot. It burns. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. I'm getting really scared. Can you drive me to Syracuse to the specialist? They're open right now. Would you drive them?
I mean, how do you say no?
No.
It's a rash.
Okay, maybe not for a rash, but if they thought they were dealing with like a life-threatening thing.
Like having a bad hair day and there's a 24-hour
I mean, a rash. I wouldn't drive my dog for a rash.
Well, rashes can be other things. As a husband of a dermatologist, I know these things, Tommy.
But I'm talking about somebody like suffering.
I get what you're saying.
Somebody in pain.
I get what you're saying.
Let's say I came in here limping.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a limp.
Like you do every day.
Worse. Getting worse.
Okay.
And you even say, man, that limp's getting worse. I go, hey, I know, man. They got a guy, but it's a little ways. I can't work the pedal with my leg.
Yeah, what's your wife doing?
No, she's got things going on.
Her grandson's in town. She can't go.
Yeah. Would you drive me to Syracuse because my limp is getting worse?
Do you think that it's something life-threatening?
I don't know. It's getting worse. It could be bone cancer.
Yeah, it could be a tumor.
Could be a joint problem.
Well, but why don't you see somebody here?
Well, the specialist is in Syracuse.
Specialist is in Syracuse.
Dr. Joint.
So you're not taking him, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You ain't taking him. You sit here, if you saw another thing suffering, Tommy, no.
No, my point was that I understand not doing it for yourself. I understand doing it for somebody else.
Fair enough.
Especially in your family.
I can't imagine what my wife would not do for that dog.
I know.
You would do it too, though. I mean, you keep putting it off on your wife, but we know that you would also make that drive.
You a bitch.
I know.
252-WCMF, 252-9263. I see you folks on hold. We're talking about yesterday, the last day ever for veterinary specialists and emergency services at a 24-hour emergency animal hospital across from MCC. The good news is that there will be, it looks like, a new emergency place opening for animals 24 hours on University sometime in January.
So hang on for another 40 to 60 days.
Well, that's just it. I mean, in the meantime, you're hoping for the best, leaving it alone, you're driving somewhere, or you're becoming Google vet. Let's talk to Pete. Hey, Petey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, we've actually had to do, like what you were saying, the Google doctor thing twice now, once on our cat and once on our dog, just because both of them happened on a weekend at like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I am not driving to Henrietta, and I'm not spending all that money for something that is pretty relatively simple and it's going to cost me thousands.
Okay, so you Googled the symptoms and fixed the cat yourself. What was wrong?
Well, no. So the cat, it was gone for like a month. And basically what happened was they call it a breakaway collar. So if it gets stuck, it's like it was an indoor-outdoor cat, and it came back and had the collar like embedded into its skin.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I had, but I mean, I trained in first aid, so I was able to get I was like, well, it's a cat, it can't be much different than a human, so I just cleaned it up.
No, that's one of my favorite medical books. Cats, same as humans.
Close enough.
Well, it worked out for you, Pete.
Yes, but the dog, she'd gotten into something outside, and like her nose almost looked like it had leprosy. And I was like, we just Googled it and we cleaned it up, and about a week later, it was fine.
Wait,
okay.
What'd you clean it up with?
It was a special ointment for dogs.
Oh, it was leper bee gone.
For like their cuts and everything.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm glad it worked out, Pete, because if it was leprosy, that would have been a problem for you.
Well, considering the fact that none of the other dogs had it, I wasn't worried about it.
Okay, all right, Petey. Well, leprosy.
I'm just going to reach for that can of Flex Seal. That'll hold it.
Pete, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. Take care. All right, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because we're getting Facebook messages, people saying they have like veterinary services you can get online.
Yeah.
Like you can see a doc via telemedicine.
Oh.
All right, let me ask you a question. 10 o'clock at night, you get on with the vet.
Yeah.
And they go, your dog's got some kind of stomach ache you can see.
All right.
Vet goes, listen, you can get in there, take something out. It's a very simple procedure. I'll teach you how to stitch your dog up over the video. We can make this happen.
Stitch it up?
Or you can drive 3.5 hours to Albany to get this taken care of.
I'm not cutting open an animal.
Your pet. And then the doc goes, listen, the sooner you get this done, the less pain they're going to be in.
No, I can't cut
Steak
something.
knife. You can't cut open your
No,
dog.
a living animal?
For their own
No.
benefit.
Who's holding the dog?
I was going
Your
to say,
wife.
it's not like the dog's out.
You give it whiskey. It's like when you do it Civil War style.
I'm going to need the whiskey.
Kimmy, you wouldn't do that for your dog?
No, I'd be afraid I'd screw it up.
I'm going to walk you through it. It's very simple. It's a very simple procedure.
So I remember
No, not like that!
the dog before we had this one had something wrong with him, but he was getting old. So they said, well, you got to take him in for an ultrasound. So just like you do for the baby.
Sure.
They had to lay him upside down on his back in a cradle. And just run that, and they shave his tummy, and they do the thing.
You said tummy.
Yes.
I've said tummy, and you kill me for saying
It's
tummy.
a dog.
It's a stomach.
Belly,
It's
stomach.
his little
His
tummy.
dog chest.
His little tummy. He hated it, man. Like, he wouldn't sit still.
Yeah.
He was wiggling and yelping. I can imagine coming at him with a freaking steak knife and a bottle of Jack.
Again, it's not a
It's like Civil War.
It's not a great situation.
No, it's the worst situation.
Okay, so you don't love
I'm
your
carving
dog.
this thing up like it's Thanksgiving.
No, he's saying you'd rather make the drive.
I understand. I'll ask you that at 1 o'clock.
Because I'm going to kill the dog.
No, it's simple. The guy will stitch him up. No problem. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. No big deal. I don't even know why they sent me to vet school. It's simple. That's what he'd tell you.
I'm taking a pass.
All right, everybody. I hope we're going to move on. I appreciate the calls. The ways to meet people now romantically easier than ever.
Yeah.
Simple. In fact, it's as
You have
easy
to get
as-
up.
Yeah, firing up your phone, right?
Yeah.
However, it turns out one of the most popular apps that people use to meet folks that are also looking for folks, the folks that are looking for folks, a lot of them already have folks, despite the fact that they're looking for folks.
Oh, so you could become side folk.
Taking folks.
Without knowing your side folk.
You side folk.
When you hear the amount of people, oh my God.
Well, we've known people personally that found out the hard way that they were side folk.
I just don't know how that works in a town like this.
True.
And we'll get into it next to the break room. 96.5 WCMF. The idea behind a dating app, a much easier way to meet someone to have a relationship with. And for some, it's been just that.
Yeah.
However, the numbers we have in front of us suggest that using one specific app is actually making things harder for people. Because when the person you're trying to meet is already involved with someone else, having a relationship will be impossible.
All right.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF, good news. YouTube is all set.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we got it back. I'm sorry, we had a little glitch this morning. You can find us on YouTube, our live stream, the Break Room, WCMF. You can search, you can subscribe, you can watch us there every day. We're also available on the Odyssey app, WCMF.com, and Twitch. All of that brought to you by our good friends at Three Heads Brewing. Three Heads Brewing, no glitches there.
All right.
Awesome. Also, the Tops Food for Families food drive is back for its 17th year, brought to you by Tops Friendly Markets, WCMF, and WROC TV. Tops has collected enough money and food to provide over 2 million meals annually to support those less fortunate. You can drop off your non-perishable food items. You can drop off cash donations to Tops on Mount Read Boulevard between 5 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. this Friday, December 8th. All Top stores will be selling Little Brown Bags of Hope now through December 24th. You can visit our event page, WCMF.com, for more details and to see the list of top 10 food items they need the most for you to donate. Almost 1/2 of people currently on Tinder are in a relationship.
So they cheat.
Yes. A new study suggests a whopping 46% of Tinder users are either already dating or currently married to someone, all while using the app.
Scumbags.
The marriage numbers are the most shocking. It's estimated that as many as 15% of Tinder users have a ring on it.
Damn.
Which is crazy to me because you're literally putting your face and name out there. You know what I mean? Like it's not even, you're not even being secretive about it. This is something that an app that anybody in the area who also has that app is going to see.
You.
In a town like this, I don't understand how it would work. And I mean, even in a larger area, unless you're someone that's like traveling for a living, and let's be real, in the Zoom world we live in now, that's getting less and less. How would you pull this off without getting caught?
Yeah,
unless you just don't care. Like in the end, you just don't care.
Okay, but that's also like the worst way. Why not just end it?
You should, but you're also, you're financially tangled up, kids.
Okay, but that doesn't, getting caught on Tinder doesn't mean you're not financially tangled up anymore. It doesn't make the kids go away.
True.
I mean, I would just think, let's say your wife has single friends also on Tinder. They're going to run into your profile eventually. Like, that's like your number. They're immediately going to run to your wife and tell her.
Her coworkers, depending on your age, kids that may know your kids, right? So the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Tinder is always a top 3 most popular dating app. Tons of folks use it. Are there folks listening who have experienced this themselves? Meeting someone on one of these apps and it turns out they were already kind of married or with someone else? Because, Tommy, the fact that we now know this number, that just under half of people on Tinder are already in a relationship, it defeats the purpose of the app in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
The idea behind the app is to make dating less complicated.
It's gotten a lot worse.
Right?
There's more strings.
Yeah. Like, you both know what you want. You're both attracted to one another. Let's get together and see where this goes. But meeting someone new and then finding out they're married can almost only happen on these dating apps.
Right.
So I do wonder, let's say you download Tinder when you're Tinder when you're a single person. Is your profile still out there if you just delete the app? Like, because you signed up for it. Like, I wonder if there are people out there that don't know that they're currently on Tinder. I don't know.
That sounds like an excuse that you're about to use for your husband, Kimmy.
It could be that, too.
I didn't know my Tinder was still out there.
But I don't know if just simply deleting the app takes you off of it or if you have to go through, like, a process of, like, deleting your profile.
252-WCMF, do you guys know the key to that? Because, like, I also have buddies, and they weren't messing around, that just never deleted the app off their phone when they met somebody.
That's what I'm wondering.
So, like, it looked like they were still on Tinder.
They don't use it, but it's still out there.
Exactly. And it became, like, a major thing for women they have been dating, 4, 6, 8 months a year.
But look how scummy we are. Man.
Yeah, I mean, is it that surprising?
Well, when you see the raw numbers.
Yeah, I guess half is pretty scummy.
It's pretty scummy, man.
252-WCMF. Let's talk to Josh. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy?
Good morning, guys. Not much. One thing is, my best friend, he's been married for about 14 years, and he's still active on it, and that's because him and his wife have an open relationship.
Oh, they're both scumbags.
Polyamorous scene, and he shows me, like, the girls that he matches with, and a lot of them are in relationships also, just saying, here in an open relationship, open to fun, that sort of thing. But it's not always cheating. It's also the state of relationships these days where it's open and polyamorous.
It's a valid point. Now, just so I can catch up on my newer relationship terms, polyamorous is where you separately go off and bang people without the other one, right?
Yes.
So you're not swinging.
You almost have different relationships with people, yeah.
Yeah, too much love for one pairing, and they both agree to that.
Too much love.
I do actually
Baby,
know.
I got so much love. I got to spread it.
He may not be wrong. I do know people that also do. I don't know if they use the app for it, but I guess maybe that is a way of meeting people that are doing the same thing. I don't know.
You're sinning and perving.
Bro, you cheated.
Perving and a sinning.
Sinning and a perving.
There ain't no swinging in China.
There's a billion people. There might be.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. Bro, look, I'm no better than you. Relationships past, cheated all the time like you did. How do you call these people pervs when they're in an agreed relationship with
but
us?
it just sounds like a pervy agreement.
No, but you were polyamorous without your other people knowing.
Yeah, didn't even know I picked up a second religion.
252 WCMF. As we find out that almost half of people on Tinder are currently in a relationship or married, they estimate that as many as 15% are married. If you look at the places you would meet romantic partners outside of online apps, work, odds are you would know that person's married or not, right? Out at the bar, I guess you can get away with it in that way, but that person would also have to be away from their spouse in a bar with no ring on. Right? That's harder than you think. Blind date? No one's going to set up a married friend with a non-married friend.
Yeah.
It almost had to be random meeting somewhere.
Yeah.
And you just make a connection, right?
I guess. Although of the people listening that ended up with someone that was in a relationship or married, how did you initially meet?
Oh, you're saying if that person was cheating?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you were saying before.
No, I do wonder because they have very specific dating apps for things now. And I wonder if, you could go through that if you were, I was back to Josh's point, but if you were looking to swing or meet other couples, or if you were looking to cheat, are there apps for that?
Well, we know that there's Ashley Madison. We talked about that the other day.
But I don't know if anybody actually met anybody through that.
Well, yeah, they got hacked and they put up, but it's still very popular, which was what we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
It's
they
astonishing.
got exposed.
Yeah. And some people.
Oh, yeah. But you could also meet just doing activities.
Yeah. Sure.
What's the bigger one right now?
Pickleball?
Yeah. Think about it.
No, you're right.
So you're playing pickleball, you see somebody you like, and you make a little side connection.
Okay, but then my ring's going to be...
And then you pickle it.
My ring's off the whole time. I'm probably playing pickleball with someone else that I know that would see me trying to pick somebody else up.
No, but probably playing pickleball in your own town.
But you see somebody you like, and then you make a side approach. I've seen guys do it.
No, I get it. Look, I
But you got to be a smooth scumbag. And we both know guys that pull this off.
I can't tell what side you're on, because a second ago Josh called up and talked about polyamory, and you were like pervs, and now you're holding up these people
smooth
on high. You got to be a smooth scumbag, yeah, man.
Listen, man, there is an art to being a perv and to pulling that off. And I've had buddies.
I feel like perv isn't the right word.
No, they were pervs. I knew guys that had multiple side. And they could navigate.
Wait, they had side on the side.
Bro, double side.
That's like a Boston market dinner.
Yes, it was, man. But they pulled it off. I would get nervous for them.
To a certain extent. How long were they able to pull it off before somebody found out about the other person?
We had one kid at the old station that was the king.
Yeah, he was.
He was the king. Good-looking kid. Nice kid. Great personality. Man, he has multiple balls juggling at the same time.
It was the most remarkable thing I'd ever seen.
And he would come in and break it all down, and we were mesmerized. He would come in like the town crier in the morning and tell us what he did the night before.
What's interesting to me, though, is I think that there are more and more people being open about having an open relationship.
Okay,
so,
it's out there.
So why not just search for somebody who's also cool with that?
There's also some fun with sneaking and eating.
And that's probably what it is for some people.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I think, Kimmy, also, going on a place like Tinder as opposed to a dating app that is designed for that. There may be people on Tinder that don't know that they would be into that until they see someone they're attracted to, and that's the idea behind it.
All right.
Well, we don't know, but maybe other people do. 252 WCMF. Again, it is now estimated that just under 1/2 of people on Tinder are in a relationship. They believe as many as 15% of Tinder users are currently married. Jesse's on CMF. Hey, Jesse, what's up, buddy?
Hey, fellas. How's it going? Hi, Kimmy.
Hello.
Morning. So I just wanted to add in on your question with the having to delete the account or deleting the app, getting rid of your profile.
Yeah.
Ended up finding out the hard way that you have to actually go into your profile on the app and delete the account. Deleting the app keeps your profile out there. You have to actually delete the account from the app.
Okay, how long had you been dating someone before you realized that was an issue?
So I was with somebody for about 5 years.
Oh!
And the relationship, I guess, for me was getting a little stale. I just wanted to kind of see what was out there.
Oh, wait, I misunderstood. You're a scumbag.
I was going to act on it. Yeah. Right.
So you went trolling.
I was going to act on it. Just wanted to kind of see what was out there, what possible options there could be, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
inevitably, we did not work out.
Yeah,
Correct.
no, I get that. Did you find anybody on Tinder?
One person didn't end up working out.
All right. Well, Jesse, thank you for the story, buddy. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a great morning.
You too.
Because you got to figure Tinder came out, what, 10 plus years ago?
I just missed it. So I've been married 14 years.
Okay,
Almost 14 years.
Yeah. So it's possible that you were on Tinder as a single person years and years ago. And if you never deleted that profile, it could have been active for the last decade.
There's just out there floating around.
Oh, and all of her friends. Oh, no. Is it on you to make sure when you meet someone new there isn't something like this in their background? Like, can you ask directly, like on a first date, are you married? Are you with somebody?
I don't think I would bring that up on a first
Even
date.
if you asked, I mean, they could lie anyways.
No, I understand, but at least, they lied.
That's too much awkward on a first date.
You can do some social media stalking, Facebook and Instagram.
And that's where that whole, remember we've talked about it, the Are You Dating...
the
Rochester group. I forget what it's called.
Are we dating the same guy?
Are we dating the same guy? That's where that all stemmed from, was people trying to figure out, are they the side person in somebody's relationship?
But again, the fact that exists in this town is still strange, because you would think, I mean, what are we, slightly over 1 million people, like, all together?
Yeah,
just outside, all that stuff. Like,
oh, yeah, but you get like a dozen people every time that jump on it saying, yes, I know this person. No, they're not married. Yes, they are married.
That Facebook page is the best and worst idea
of
all time, because it's terrible, but I can't look away.
Yeah.
I cannot. It's a car wreck. I can't look away.
But if you're on a first date, do you want all that information up front?
Well, yeah. If I'm looking for a relationship,
let's just say
you want the red flags
we don't know what's
out there.
going on yet. You don't know what's going on yet. We're not picking out furniture and looking for apartments. It's a first date.
Yeah.
Just a first date.
Yeah.
And you may want a little taste before you find anything out.
So you'd be happy being the other man in feign ignorance.
Yeah.
No,
what if you end up liking that person?
That could happen. But right now, I think I would just want to get a little taste.
No, I'm with her. Like, if it becomes something where you're like pining for that person, now you're wrapped up in this whole situation.
You break it off. You move on.
Because I'm sure there are literally hundreds of women listening right now that would love to abandon their relationships to have a shot at sex with Tommy Muley.
Just let me in the hen house and look around a little bit.
For God's sakes, nice gams. So what makes this whole thing super complicated, you have the ability to make yourself the other woman, the other man, without even knowing it. And I am aware, as Tommy just said, there are some people that just don't care. But for the folks that do care, you could unknowingly be getting the title of homewrecker.
Yeah,
you could be the person that is the reason a family breaks up without you even knowing it. And I know that's not really the case, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be your fault if you had no idea, but there are kids and there are other people involved. And
collateral damage.
That guilt will be there whether you knew or not.
Yeah.
It almost feels like the best way to make sure you're meeting someone above board is to do it the old-fashioned way.
Which is?
The more you're in public with them, the better chance you find out what their deal is.
Right.
Well, but we got a call from a woman probably like a month ago. She was like an older woman, like dating, like, single, like I think she said it was 50s or 60s. And she had that date with that guy at Wegmans.
Oh, yeah.
And they would go out in public, but
he was strange. No, because they had 2 dates. He was really strange the whole time, and she said there were red flags already.
Sure,
and then
but you're saying like go out in public and have those meetings, and she did.
But remember she said he wanted to drive 45 minutes away from her.
Yeah,
that's
right.
red flag number 1.
At that age, yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll go from one technological thing to another because you have a few days to go and use this if you want to keep it.
Oh.
These accounts that you haven't used for a couple of years are going to be wiped out starting on Friday. And, Kimmy, it got you thinking. Mm-hmm. There are actually lots of accounts that people have now that they lost without even thinking about it.
Well, as a kid, when all this stuff started to become really popular, I countless things that I've lost track of.
Oh.
Thank God we can't go back and look at these things. We'll get into it, tell you the story next in the break room on 96.5 WCMF. If you haven't used these in a while and you want to save them, you got 4 days to act.
Or they go away?
Forever and ever and ever.
What the hell is it?
Well, it's something you might actually want to hold on to.
But I never use it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe don't then. I don't care. Not your mom. You hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF just after 9 o'clock. It's Tuesday. You know what that means.
Oh, where are they momming?
Kimmy's got her post ready to roll. Get your brains ready. We're going to figure out where they whine in, and we're going to do it in just about 10 minutes here in the break room on CMF. Your unused Google accounts will start getting deleted on Friday.
Oh.
Okay, I have an unused Google.
Okay, so accounts that haven't been used in the last 2 years will disappear. That includes Gmail, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Calendar, Google Meet, and Google Photo apps.
Okay.
So the idea behind this, according to Google, is they want to get rid of these things to keep people from being hacked and having personal information stolen from these things. It also probably saves them money to just get rid of this stuff, I would assume. So
to maintain.
There you go. So if these are things you'd like to save, especially the Google Photo app, but haven't used in a while, you should log on to them by Friday to make sure that they don't go away.
How do I know if I have Google Photo app?
If you've never used it, you probably don't.
Okay.
And there's nothing you've ever taken pictures of that's worth saving, especially selfies. Ugh.
I have nice selfies.
No, you don't. Kimmy,
yeah,
you saw this story and it got you thinking.
What? Got me thinking of all, like, as a kid, as a teenager especially, all the screen names I made, all like the weird accounts that I signed up for.
So you're talking like
different emails.
America Online
like I think
message?
I had like an AOL email address. I think I had like a Yahoo email address, and then like Gmail came along, made a few of those. MySpace account, like all these things, especially like the ones like AOL and MySpace that went away. I just wonder whatever happened to those profiles and emails and messages that I sent as like a 15-year-old girl.
They take them out to the dump. Big pile right next to like CDs and DVDs.
Like, are they gone forever? Because I'm fine with that. But if they live somewhere on the internet,
do, right?
No, I think they might be like, okay, MySpace is the one that everyone is.
Well, that was the
just
original. That was like that in Mindspring.
Did you have a MySpace?
Yeah.
You had a
you
MySpace.
did.
For what?
I don't know what I did. I don't even know what I did, but I didn't set it up.
We were like 15. We should have had MySpaces.
MySpace was the only thing back then.
No, I understand.
But I thought it was like more for like teenagers.
No, it was for teenagers. I had Tommy. Hey, guys. What's going on, ladies?
MySpace had adults on it. Well, what would I had then?
Nothing. You would have had nothing.
No, there had to have something.
You didn't have to have MySpace. Huh?
I had MySpace.
Okay. But, like, think about this. Not you, because that's creepy. Kimmy, the hours we spent cultivating our MySpace pages, the photos, the backgrounds, the music you can play on your page, your top 8 friends.
Top 8 friends.
All of those very important at the time. Mm-hmm. All of that is lost forever.
So is MySpace completely out of business? Like, it doesn't exist?
It might still exist, just not
like,
the way you remember.
Could you Google your MySpace account?
I hope not, man.
I know.
I hope not. Oh, God, I hope not.
It is still a website. I don't know what it entails.
Please don't tell me there's a way to go back and see your MySpace page. Mm-hmm. I would be just cringing already thinking about it.
Because I don't even remember how it worked.
What do you mean? It was like Facebook, but like more rudimentary, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. It
I
was
remember you could open up, there would be music and stuff. It was very weird.
Yeah.
So, like, you can, if you open MySpace, you can search for people.
No.
I mean, yours is tough because there are a lot of Patrick Duffys out there.
Oh, yeah. Thank God.
So I don't know if it exists, but I just looked up my name and it was not in there.
It's not in?
It says no person, like no, what does it say? No individual found.
252 WCMF, is there a way to go back and look at your old MySpace page and please someone call and say no, there's no chance? Because Kimmy, like, it's not even like, it's just the angsty teenage stuff we all posted on those
selfies.
pages.
That I did
Tommy
in my
40. The selfies were bad.
Remember you would like edit your pictures, put like stickers on it.
We would take
cringy.
our digital cameras to parties and upload like 50 pictures onto MySpace from that night. Oh my
MySpace
God.
Or even early Facebook. Yeah.
The good old days.
No, it wasn't, man. It wasn't the
like
good
I
old
do
days.
wonder if, luckily for us, I mean, it seems this way, you can't go back and look at it. Like that part of your life is gone forever. I feel bad for kids now.
Yeah.
Because like the stuff like the cringy TikTok dances and stuff like that, that is going to live on forever, most likely for your daughters and their friends and all that embarrassing stuff that you do as a teenager. It's not bad. It's just embarrassing.
No, but bro, I'm 37 years old. Mm-hmm. So this would have been 25 years ago, my MySpace existing, right? I'm a grown man with kids. It shouldn't bother me. It bothers the hell out of me that could be out there somewhere.
Yeah, but everybody has
like
it.
Every
generation. No, you don't. No. What's your equivalent?
Yeah.
Every generation has something, photos or whatever, Polaroids, letters you sent to people. Every generation has this stuff, and it pops up.
Your yearbook is possessed by 20 people. The photos you have of you being a kid belong to your family and you. Mm-hmm. What we're describing belongs to the universe.
But talk about your kids can find this stuff and laugh at you. Mm. But they're just gonna laugh at you.
Okay, but my senior picture is one photo. Maybe there's a photo of me holding up a sandwich in the cafeteria somewhere else in the yearbook, right? To have all of my thoughts and pictures.
What you said
it's like
girls.
A diary.
Oh God.
You probably have photos of there with your ex-girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That cattle caller cattle.
Oh look who's talking. The guy dates a woman named Troutmouth. He's gonna come after what I was dating.
You'd have to go on Field and Stream to see her.
I would love to know
the stupid song lyrics he posted.
What would you like to know?
Well, but go to Kimmy's point real quick before I get to it. You'd post a song lyric, right, to some emotional song, and someone, hey man, what's up? Nothing, everything's fine. No, it's cool, man. Everything's cool right now. I don't even bother it. My Chemical Romance doesn't even bother me, man. It's fine.
Inspirational quotes.
We're supposed to have that. I would love to know what your posts, Tommy, said in your 40s with MySpace.
So I know, everybody on the old show
password.
Had it. What's that?
You'd be posting your password thinking you're logging into something.
Could have done that. But I think everybody on the show had it. Because I think Sally set up mine.
Okay.
Because I didn't know how to do it.
No, but she was...
As a matter of fact, Sally might have set up all of ours on the old show.
No, but that makes sense. She was of the age at that time where that would have been valuable for her. You...
I like to see what the young people are doing. Like to stay relevant and hip. What's happening?
Pardon me, child.
Not child. They were adults.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I can't imagine the amount of accounts you had, Tommy, just based on the fact that you would get locked out of them and have to...
Don't forget,
you have multiple Facebooks. Yeah.
So I have 3 Facebook accounts. 2 I'm locked out of. And then the one the station created, which really isn't mine. It was created. My name's kind of on it, but I don't run it.
So there are people that have been trying to write you messages on 3 separate Facebook pages for 5 years, thinking you're just a dick not writing them back.
Well, you could be writing to one of those old Facebook accounts that I can't. I could go and look at my account from the outside. I can't fix anything on it. Does that make sense?
Yes, I get what you're saying. Yes. We got Facebook messages, speaking of, coming in. You can always get us at WCMF for the Break Room Facebook page. Steve says there are websites you can go to that have some people's MySpace pages saved. They were archived, but it's not everybody. Hope your guys aren't one of them. Is that true? Can you Google that?
What was
Just look up MySpace page archive. Google that. Okay. See what comes up.
Because I knew all the sales girls back in the day, they were all on that.
Yeah, because again, they were in their 20s.
Yeah.
You're not making it better.
Not a bad place to be looking around.
Okay, there we go. There it is.
I'm 45 and single. I can't look at a pretty 20-year-old girl. What's wrong with that?
Why don't you say that again?
I was a 45-year-old man. I can't look at a pretty 20-year-old girl.
While you're on MySpace, alone in your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Free country.
It says MySpace messages prior to 2013 are gone.
So I'm way out.
Well, MySpace, yours shut down after D-Day, right?
MySpace does, however, still let you look at your old profile usually. You can still check it out as long as you... I'm trying to figure out how to do this. There's a whole website dedicated to going back and finding it.
Okay, let's stop there.
So it probably does exist if you do enough digging.
All right, let's take a break.
Right.
All right, it's that time, as we tell you every week, with Where They Whining. You can hear Kimmy reading the post that she has ready to roll on hold. So if you want to call us right now to guarantee you're going to get on the air, the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Tommy coming off a big asterisk win last week.
7-time Tommy.
Asterisk.
What was the asterisk?
You've never won when you haven't gone first.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter, actually, because...
I always win the pole position.
How?
I don't know. Just seems to have it.
That seems to happen. We have to cater the game to you, so you want to
No
participate.
big deal.
Get ready. Get dialing. 252-WCMF, 252-9263. We figure out where they whine in, and we do it next here in the break room on 96.5 WCMF. it's about that time
What's that?
for you to fall on your face, you stupid.
Hard to look at me wearing his crown right now. The 7-time king.
Yeah, because you go first.
King Tomas.
I went first one time, and I won.
Oh, my God. You sound like that guy that made the playoffs once and you can't let it go.
Okay, you've never won.
I got blowing ref call. I could have been champion.
I've won multiple times not going first. You've never won not going first.
That's not even a stat anybody's proud of.
Asterisk. What are you talking about?
Asterisk.
Asterisk. 7-time champ. Asterisk. You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5 WCMF. It's Tuesday. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for everyone's favorite break room game, Where They Whining. And if you're new to the show, here's how it works. Kimmy has a post from the neighborhood apps that our listeners send her. She removes the street name, she removes the town references, and she reads it out loud. And it's important that everyone can hear us, that they listen.
You got to pay attention.
Because there are little details and nuances that, if you know the stereotypes of every town, village, neighborhood in the greater Rochester area, you can pick up on. You can figure out where they whining.
Oh, boy.
All right, so the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Again, you can hear Kimmy read the post while everything is on hold. We got a couple folks waiting. We have a couple of phone lines open if you want to jump. Are we ready to make this happen?
Let's do it.
Ready.
Come on, Kimmy.
Rockport! Reese! Fairport! Where they whining?
Okay, so this post stems from a video that somebody posted, and it's literally, it just looks like a random man cutting through their backyard.
Okay.
There's nothing else other than this man just walking through their backyard.
Okay.
But the subject of the post reads, "Poop in my driveway."
What?
They go on to say, well, what I thought was a surprise from an irresponsible dog walker ended up being much more than that. Almost once a week for the past 3 months or so, we've come home to find a large poo on the sidewalk in front of our house. We have a doorbell camera out front, but it isn't catching the culprit due to a bush blocking the view of the spot it's being left.
Well, at least he used the bush.
Wait, so this dude?
Oh, let her finish.
There are a lot of walkers and joggers in the morning, so until now, we couldn't pinpoint where it was coming from. I've posted a video of a man who regularly cuts through the woods in our backyard. Ooh. He seems to be an older gentleman. Based on the time of day he walks and the fact that he walks by very slowly when no one else is around, we're pretty sure he is the one leaving us this special delivery. A neighbor of ours who is a dog trainer is 95% sure it's human feces and not that of a large dog. Does anyone recognize this man, and does he seem like someone who would do such a thing? We don't know him, and we don't know why it seems like our house is the only one with this problem.
Well, they like to mark their spot.
If my family has done something to upset you, sir, please know we'd like to clear things up and settle this messy problem once and for all.
Wait. They're the ones coming with their hands out? Because somebody else is taking a dump in their driveway?
I think this person seems very confused what's going on.
You got to pick it up.
Well, yeah. Well, I would use like a broom and a dustpan.
No, you got the bag.
I ain't bagging nothing, man. I ain't touching that with anything near me. Okay. The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. There are a lot of little things in that
but this
post.
This is rare.
Yeah, it's rare. So the question becomes, what town or neighborhood would be most likely to have someone take an open dump on their driveway?
At the same spot.
Every couple of weeks.
Elderly.
Yeah.
Older gent. It did say older gent.
It did. Now, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
This could have been you, Tommy, because you have said when you would go for jogs, you would take outside dumps.
I had twice had to do it on a canal. And I apologize to everybody on the sand patch.
Tommy, right. Mr. 7-time champion, I nailed it. You didn't even go, ooh, today. That's how thrown you were by a grown man taking a dump in someone's driveway.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
So where does Sewer Pickle Paul live?
That's what I'm asking. Sewer Pickle Paul.
Well, he's a jogger.
Okay.
And he's also a little an older cat.
Now, by the way, nobody said jogger. Yeah. It said walking. You
said
said
he
jogger.
cuts through his backyard.
If you're cutting, you jogging.
No,
jogging
you ain't jogging. No. Ain't no poop in China.
Oh, there's poop in China. So do you think he's just a walker?
Well, that's what it says in the post.
But he cuts through property.
By walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's arrogant and doesn't obey property lines.
Okay.
He's also so arrogant he takes a dump on your property.
Yep. He could be upset, though. That's what this post says. If we did something to upset you, let us know.
But you would kind of know that person because it would be a neighbor.
Yeah, but people feel
and
like
you would have a look. You would kind of know that's your neighbor.
Okay,
even though it's a
you're
grizzly...
doing a lot of stalling for a man that has no idea what he's talking about here. What are you thinking, bud? Jimmy, David Tan, Tom Brady, no asterisks.
It's definitely on the east side.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
This is an east side arrogant old man.
Okay, I need you to narrow it down.
I'm coming there. Coming close.
What do we got?
I got a feeling it's Webster.
Webster?
Yeah. A lot of trails in Webster, a lot of walking in Webster,
Okay.
a lot of cutting.
Okay. Wait, Webster's full of cutters?
It's huge.
Okay.
Where did I used to live?
Webster?
What did I do at a funeral?
What?
Cutting the funeral.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought I was hoping it wasn't take a
I
dump.
know.
Really sorry about your loss.
I'm a known cutter.
You are a known cutter.
And I am from Webster. And I have taken outdoor dumps. I'm your boy. I'm your guy.
All right.
I'm going Webster.
You're close, but no cigar. I'm thinking woods. I'm thinking arrogance. I'm thinking people who feel like they own the place. Now, the money is not here on this east side
I
town.
don't think it's money. It's just, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a town that has east side arrogance without having the money in some parts of this town, and they are chock full of woods and places whose home back up to woods.
Oh.
I agree with you. It's an east side cat.
Yeah.
But this week they whining.
I know where you're going.
Tell me.
You're going to Irondequoit.
I'm going to Irondequoit. They whining in Irondequoit.
So we're touching almost.
Well, no, but you said Irondequoit because I
We're
know.
bumping Bay.
Well, you wanted Irondequoit. You went
Bay.
Webster last minute. I could see the look on your face, and you know it's Irondequoit, baby. Irondequoit is a woods driveway dumping town.
But Irondequoit and Webster is same terrain.
Okay, what do you mean terrain?
Same topography.
There's.
Do you call it topography?
Topography.
Say it one more time.
Topography. You know what I mean.
Look, this is Irondequoit. It's not Webster. This smells like Irondequoit, not Webster.
All right.
Phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. A man allegedly taking dumps in someone's driveway coming out of the woods like the word smelly. It's Bigfoot. Let's figure out where they whining. James, you're on CMF. Where they whining, buddy?
I don't know why I play this game.
Neither do we.
This is incredible. But it's got to be Greece.
Why Greece?
Because there's still plenty of woods out there and little parks. And it just sounds like there's a lot of devious people out there, too.
Devious, you said?
Devious, yeah.
Devious.
Big variety of people. You know, you got people that behave themselves and then much more people that disbehave, unbehavers. So I think it's a guy with an agenda. He's just pulling their chain. You know what I mean?
By taking a dump in their driveway multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think so. It's strange, but yeah, there's a lot of mentals.
A lot of mentals. All right,
get your mentals, get your scumbags, get your outdoor dumpers, get your walkers.
All right, James. Well, we got you for Greece, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. Here's why it's not Greece, and here's why it's not any West Side town. They're too polite in the post to be from the West Side because I was born and raised in Gates, and I'm a pretty calm person. Right? If someone took a dump in my driveway 3 times and I had them on my camera doing it, I'm not going, hey, man, what did I do wrong so you can stop taking a dump in my driveway?
Yeah.
These sound like people that have never had like a legitimate conflict in their life.
And also, I also would think like doing that on the West Side, that's like committing a mortal sin.
Taking a dump in someone's driveway?
Just an outdoor dump.
Yeah. Well,
It's
no,
a sin.
No, I mean, I'm taking outdoor dumps on the West Side.
But you'd have to go to communion.
And there's more
confession.
There's more white cement driveways on the West Side.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be hard to get out.
Or the AstroTurf.
252-WCMF, by the way, I forgot. There's one rule and one rule only.
What's that?
You can pick one town and one town only, right? So if you're on hold now and you've heard your town set already or it comes up later, you have 2 options.
Okay.
You can either hang up the phone, try again next week. We don't blame you. We understand. Or you can pick a new town. If you say a town that's already been said, you will be disqualified. Like if we pick up the phone and you go, oh, I was good, with Kimmy has the final say as the commissioner, and you out. Let's get to our next guest, 252-WCMF. Brandon, where they whining, buddy?
All right, I'm going to go Mendon.
Mendon?
Yeah.
Why Mendon?
Because you got a mix of the high end and the low end.
Wait, hold on, stop. There's low end in Mendon?
The East
Side
low end.
The village people. the people that don't have the half-mile-long driveways, or the.
Oh wait, they can't. They wear Eddie Bauer, not Canada Goose, that kind of low end. Gotcha. Yeah, I got you. Okay. So you're going Mendon?
And the dogs. They mention, they own a dog. Their neighbor trains dogs. Everybody in Mendon walks with their effing dog, man. So
that's every town, Brandon. If you walk around any town in the morning, everybody's walking their effing dogs, Brandon.
No, but they have the time to walk their dog.
Oh my God!
Exactly.
Like they change outfits to walk their dog. He's right.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
He's right.
He's right about what?
About the dogs.
Oh, yeah. That's it?
That's it.
Okay, Brandon, we got you for Mendon, buddy. Thanks. Have a good rest of the day.
I love how Brandon's giggling, thinking he almost got Tommy there.
252 WCMF. Let's talk to Dan. Dan, where are they whining, buddy?
This is just west or just east of Gonzaga. They whining just off the Jeff and Henrietta.
Whoa, why Henrietta?
A lot of woods and walking and.
Not just off the Jeff, dumbass.
I think it could be one of the college kids.
They said it was an old man.
Professor.
The story.
Professor?
Could have been one of them RIT professors.
Well, it's so confusing because Tommy changes his story 3 times before the guesses get picked.
No, I'm fully aware of this. He devises his own story in his head. He's a jogging young man after Kimmy says he's a walking old man coming out of the
did
woods.
say old.
By the way, there's not a ton of woods in Henrietta. You're aware of
But
this,
there
right?
are parks, though.
There are. RIT surrounded by woods. Up and down the
No,
river.
it's like one line of trees. They're knocking all this stuff down and building new neighborhoods. I live down the street from there, Dan. That was a terrible pick. Terrible pick.
Well, it is what it is.
All right. Well, we got it,
All
Dan.
right.
Thank
Go
you.
back to
Have a
Girl
good rest
Sticking
of
with
the
it,
day.
though.
All right. Look, this is very confusing. But
Well,
I don't.
it's a strange story, man.
Yeah, but I don't know what town screams old man walks
Disturbed.
out of the. Well, but
It's a little disturbing.
but you've done this.
But there was a reason.
Maybe he has a reason. Maybe he's doing exactly what you were doing, and he just picks that one spot every time
All right.
by accident, like it's an emergency.
Like his bowel acts up right then and there.
It's not on
That I can see. Because I'm a consistent dumper.
Yeah, every Monday through Friday from 6 to 10. 252 WCMF 252-9263. Let's get a couple of more before we get a reread on this very strange post. Let's get a lady picker in here. Ooh. Teresa, where are they whining?
They are whining in Charlotte.
Why Charlotte?
Because there's just a lot of whack jobs down there.
Okay.
I will say this.
What?
I got a buddy out that way. Born and raised, and he has taken so many outdoor dumps up and down the eastern seaboard. But that's not a bad call.
Yeah, I bet you it's it.
Okay, but they're opening, they're reopening the Crescent Beach. You can't be taking public dumps with the Crescent Beach coming back like that. It's a classy place.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, Teresa, we got you for Charlotte. Thank you for the call. Have a good rest of the day. All right, 252 WCMF. Let's take one more before we get to the post. Let's talk to Mark. Mark, where are they whining, buddy?
I say Parrington.
Why Parrington?
They have some woods. A little bit nicer people live out that way, so they might be a little bit lenient to somebody taking a dump.
Okay, you would have to be the nicest person on the planet to not be out of your mind. Not one, not two, but 3 human old man dumps in your driveway.
Well, there is some people that are that stupid, but
okay.
No.
All right, Mark, we got you for Parrington, buddy. Thanks for the call. 252 WCMF 252-9263. Kimmy, could you give us the post one more time for folks just joining?
All right. Subject of the post: poop in my driveway. And that is above a video this person posted of a man cutting through their backyard. And it says, well, what I thought was a surprise from an irresponsible dog walker ended up being much more than that. Almost once a week for the past 3 months or so, we've come home to find a large poo on the sidewalk in front of our house. We have a doorbell camera out front, but it isn't catching the culprit due to a bush blocking the view of the spot it's being left. There are a lot of walkers and joggers in the morning, so until now, we couldn't pinpoint where it was coming from.
Can we pause that real quick? Think about how fast you would have to take a public dump where the other walkers and joggers wouldn't see you dumping.
Yeah.
Unless, while running by, you would ignore that man taking a dump.
But how could you ignore that?
Well, I just don't want to get. If he's insane, he's taking a dump outside. I don't want
I'd have to look a little bit.
Really into that, you weirdo?
No, but like I want to know what he's doing.
Oh, what you doing over there, buddy? Round the corner. Fudges me.
Would you like me to continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. I've posted a video of a man who regularly cuts through the woods in our backyard. He seems to be an older gentleman. He seems to be an older gentleman. Based on the time of day he walks and the fact that he walks by very slowly when no one else is around, we are pretty sure he is the one leaving us this special delivery. A neighbor of ours who's a dog trainer is 95% sure it's human feces and not that of a large dog. Does anyone recognize this man, and does he seem like someone who would do such a thing? We don't know him, and we don't know why it seems like our house is the only one with this problem. If my family has done something to upset you, sir, please know that we'd like to clear things up and settle this messy problem once and for all.
252-WCMF, 252-9263. Tommy's in Webster, but I can tell he doesn't love it. I'm in Irondequoit. James says Greece because there's lots of devious people out in Greece. Dan is at
dumpers.
Brandon is at Mendon because they have the haves and the have-nots, you know, the Bentley drivers and the Mercedes drivers. Dan is out in Henrietta just off the Jeff, despite the fact that all the woods in Henrietta are going away, so that would wipe out where he was walking out from. Teresa is in Charlotte, and you seem to enjoy that pick.
Well, I know people.
You know a lot of dumpers. You know a lot of public dumpers.
And they all Charlotters.
Mark is out in Perrington, 252-WCMF. Let's talk to Patrick. Patrick, where are they whining, buddy?
I'm going to have to go Penfield this week.
Why Penfield?
Penfield has got a pretty decent amount of woods out there and a pretty decent amount of trails. Plus, there's a lot of older folks living out that way.
Okay, here's
some mentally stable, some unstable.
Here's the problem with your argument. If there's trails out there, if this guy is just happening upon this home and taking a dump, you'd think he'd be more likely to take a dump on the trail, right, Tommy?
Yeah, because he's cutting through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
The yards.
Like, this sounds like a place that maybe has woods but not a lot of trails, Patrick. Stupid.
I'm still sticking with Penfield.
All right, well, it's too late. You already said it. So there. Thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. There goes Patrick. How many times does someone have to take a dump in front of your house before you call the cops?
Oh, one. If I saw some old man taking a dump on my driveway, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah. So they let this happen 3 times and then want to negotiate with the dump terrorist. What the hell's wrong with you people?
I don't know, man.
252-WCMF, 252-9263. Let's get some more ladies in here. How about that? Let's talk to Daisy. Daisy, where are they whining?
Albion.
Albion. Daisy, what are you doing?
What? It's happened before in Albion.
Oh, how many times has this happened in Albion?
And you've seen it.
I didn't see it, but I knew the person, and it's happened. I mean, it was definitely human feces. There's a woods around. Albion's getting a little ghetto, and I can just see it happening in Albion.
Albion's getting a little ghetto. Quote Daisy. Okay. And Daisy, nothing in the history of the world has ever happened in Albion.
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. Daisy, thanks for the call. Have a good rest of the day. That's a terrible
And
guess.
you're too far out. Like, there's a limit to where these things are going to be from.
You're talking about as far as the post go, or as far as public dumping?
The region of just these neighborhood apps.
Okay, no, I'm with you 100%.
But you're getting too far out.
I hear you. I'm trying to correct her, but you don't want to listen. Everything happens in Albion. 252-WCMF. Let's talk to John. John, where they whining, buddy?
I don't know if it's been brought up yet, East Rochester.
Nope, you're good. Why East Rochester?
You've got to cross in East Rochester between renters. You've got, homeowners that have been there all their life.
It's tight.
Why would a renter be more likely to take a public dump on your sidewalk?
They don't care, these renters.
You're kidding me.
There is walking. There is a park there.
Okay, but I'm trying to think where there's woods you could walk out of in East Rochester.
There's some woods in there.
No, there's tree. There's a difference between trees and woods.
What is like a hedgerow?
No, okay, shut up, hedgerow.
No, I think you mentioned East Side, correct?
Yes, we did.
Was that the initial hint was East Side?
Well, I mean, that's no. That's not the hint. We were speculating it could be East Side. Tommy and I both went East Side on this one.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to cross in East Rochester between established people, and you've got, some degenerates that live in apartments that really don't care, and eccentrics. So I'm kind of thinking it could be East Rochester.
All right, John. Well, John, thanks for the call, buddy. I appreciate it. You got eccentrics out there. You got guys that call up and then repeat themselves on the same exact point that they made. Why would you be more likely to take a sidewalk dump if you were renting an apartment?
Because you don't care.
No, but
you don't have any investment in the property.
So what if but it's someone else's property? I'm not investing in your property. If I own my own property, I can still dump near your property.
But if you're a renter, you're not really part of the community. You didn't put down roots.
Put down a dump.
Yes.
That's a root.
All right.
Big, long, smelly root. All right, let's rip off a couple more real quick. 252 WCMF. Mark, where are they whining, buddy?
Hey, I'm going Chili.
Why Chili?
Well, because there's a lot of trails, and somebody took my other town. But
Kimmy.
He didn't say what it was.
Okay.
He didn't say.
Why? I mean, was your other town near Chili?
No.
No? Where was it?
I can't say.
No, well, I mean, like, what?
Good
what
job, Mark. You're
What
doing
about
good.
it? Shut up, Kimmy. I'm trying to get him. Shut up. All right, Mark, we got you for Chili, buddy. Have a good rest of the call. Or rest of the day. Yeah.
Town it was, but you took it.
Mark! Darn it, I didn't have the buzzer in.
Come on, Kimmy. Mark's out of there. He's been disqualified.
Wait, that's disqualified?
He identified the town.
He said you took it.
No, he didn't say.
He was going to say
but he didn't
but
say.
Then he said,
he didn't have to say
Specified.
Irondequoit.
She is the commissioner.
You
was your
said
pick?
Duffy took your
Irondequoit.
town.
Yeah. So, Mark, I'm sorry you've been disqualified, buddy. Good try, but that was fun for
he got
everybody.
ripped.
What are you talking about? He could
got
have just stopped
ripped.
talking.
He held on until
What
the
is-
end.
What is with you old guys when you don't know when to stop talking?
Nobody listens to him.
No, I'm not going to do it. Actually, Duffy took it.
All right. Chili is still on the board. Let's take one more. 252 WCMF. A man who knows a thing or two about taking dumps in public.
Okay, whatever.
Both literal and figurative. Ben's got the last word on CMF. Hey, Ben, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
Driving down in Fredonia in the snowstorm, but I'm going to go with Farmington because you got all the housing tracks right off of 332, and there's a bunch of woods down in there. And I could totally see some old guy stopping at somebody's house because, maybe he used to live there or something, and dropping a deuce on some young new couple that just moved in.
A country dump.
In Farmington.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of country though.
Okay, no, it is.
I mean, that's farm. It's got farm in the name.
No, you're right. I'm going to say, Ben, have you taken a public dump before, like out in the open?
Okay. Maybe.
What's that time you?
But maybe once a long time ago, I think.
Didn't they bust you? Didn't the cops bust you when you were taking that side dump on the road?
No.
Well, I remember the story differently.
Yeah, because the cops could hear them from off in the distance.
Oh, really? What's that?
I don't know why that made me so uncomfortable.
Well, because we had to see his face.
I know.
In my mouth.
Everybody has
shifting around in his chair.
Twitch, YouTube, the Odyssey app at WCMF.com have been shut down forever. Ben, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. All right.
All right, what we got?
Let's recap real quick. We might have a problem. We are bunching East Side here.
But it's just kind of got. It's such an East Side vibe, though.
When we say that, it always ends up on the other side.
Okay.
All right. Tommy is in Webster. I'm in Irondequoit. James is in Greece. Brandon is in Mendon. Dan's out in Henrietta. Teresa's in Charlotte. Tommy, you like that pick a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mark is in Parrington. Patrick is in Penfield. Daisy wasted everybody's time with a pick from Albion, but it's happened here before, and it could happen to you.
Daisy the dumper.
John is in East Rochester because they have a lot of renters and homeowners. And if you rent, fun fact for you if you're listening, you're more likely to take a dump in front of somebody's house.
Yeah.
Mark has been disqualified because he just kept talking. And Ben picked Farmington because, again, every time Ben calls, it's a waste of everybody's time. Are we ready?
Yeah.
You don't feel confident, do you?
I don't think anybody does. This is a tough one.
I feel very confident.
It's not you.
Come on, baby. It's going to happen. Kimmy?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Skyline! Pittsburgh! Victor! Where they whining?
Oh, buddy.
Come on!
We got a winner?
Come on!
We got a winner this week.
Come on.
We have got a winner because.
8-time champion.
No way. There's no chance.
Because.
There's
I'm Gretzky.
Do not do this.
I am freaking
Do not do this to me.
Because.
No.
They whining. In Irondequoit!
Hey! Hey! What did I tell you, you son of a bitch?
Oh, so I guess it doesn't matter if I go first.
What are you talking about? Yeah, it takes.
Yeah.
You knew it. So, oh, wait, the camera's on. I can't do that. What did I tell you, you son of a bitch? Even with you going first, even at a
Here's what we
disadvantage.
should do then.
Well,
Maybe I should start going second. You go first.
No, we tried to do that, and you lost interest in the game because I would take a pick.
No, I didn't lose interest.
You also didn't listen to the first pick because you were so busy deciding what you were going to say.
Okay, so what happened? Okay, so what was
Sorry,
it?
so you've won one time.
No, this is like my 5th win.
No, ain't no
I feel like you keep changing the number, so I have no idea where you're at.
I'm a
this
5-time
point.
champ. 5-time champ, never going one. No, I went first one time and won that one too. I've won multiple times. I won when I was at home with COVID. I won when I went first. I won another time here in this room. 5.
Yeah, maybe.
5 wins. Shut up. Rig the game for yourself to win. Ooh, I don't want to.
How did you come up with this game?
Yeah, we tried to switch it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, it sucks. All right, well, both of you losers can sit in your seats while we go to break.
Why am I a loser?
I don't know.
I
Sorry.
didn't play the game.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I got very excited.
You did.
I overreacted. I apologize. We were talking yesterday around this time about Black Friday online shopping versus Cyber Monday shopping and how everybody in America was going to be trying to get deals online to get their Christmas shopping started. But it turns out a fairly significant amount of Americans did not.
Oh.
And I don't like this story because it's kind of a shame story. And you shouldn't feel shame if you're in this boat. And we'll get into it next to the break room. 96.5 WCMF. I hate studies like this.
What happened?
Well, it's a study of shame.
Oh.
Because...
Well, aren't most studies kind of shaming
Well,
you?
but some of them are shaming you for good reason,
Yeah.
right? Like trying to get you healthier,
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to keep you financially
Push ya.
responsible. Yeah. This one is shame for shame's sake, because you shouldn't conform like this just because society does. Yeah, get out of the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF right now. You can head over to the contest page, enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Bret Michaels at the Vine at the Del Lago Friday, December 15th, courtesy of Del Lago Resorts and Casino. Tickets are on sale right now at DelLagoResort.com. You must be 21 years of age to attend a show at the Vine. Did you guys start Christmas shopping yet?
Oh, yeah.
So you started. Kimmy, did you start?
Yep.
Okay. 1 in 4 Americans have yet to start holiday shopping today.
And the big deals are already done. You had all the big cyber.
You suckers.
They always say that, though. Yeah, and then they continue on through the
No,
holidays.
it's where all the good deals are.
Gotta get them. They're gonna go away.
Yes.
So Black Friday, Cyber Monday are the traditional days you start Christmas
But
shopping.
they're gone.
Well, no, they're not, because all the deals are still there if you go look for them. And by the way, Black Friday into Cyber Monday with online shopping has morphed into one long weekend of buying things.
Yeah.
All right. But people haven't started.
No, I'm one of the 1 in 4 that haven't started Christmas shopping
At all.
No.
Like, you haven't even seen something for your kids or
Nope.
wife and thought, oh, maybe they'd like that.
Both of my kids have made Christmas lists. I have yet to even glance at them.
Oh.
I have no idea. And why? I got a whole month. Like, why would I be worried?
Yeah, but you
about
got a
it?
lot to do. I would be nervous if I got to get on it and it ain't there when I need it for the kids,
When is
especially
that,
the kids.
And when has that ever happened?
I
I'm
don't know,
not
but
getting them
kids
a
stuff. I don't
Furby.
know. They have a run on things.
Well, no, like they're past the age where like they want like the hot toy.
Right.
Like you're right. A couple of years ago, when my kids were really, really young, I had to do the backwards Mambo bend to get Hatchimals.
Yeah.
And the kids didn't even like them. I was so pissed.
All right, but
I
that's
was
over.
so pissed. Yeah.
All
now
right.
they just want like teenage girl stuff, which is always
But don't
easy
you
to
just
get.
want it off your? Don't you just want it done? Like there is a satisfaction. Like, you don't
It
have to
is.
think about it.
And seeing that pile in
It's
your
that-
house,
yeah.
like, ready to go.
That anxious. I got it. If I forget.
Okay, so I got a couple of problems. My kids have access to like every area of the house.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no like place that's forbidden for them to go.
Yeah.
So hiding presents becomes a massive pain in the ass. So the longer I wait, the better chance I have of them not finding
All right.
what I got them for Christmas. Same with my wife. And on top of that, it turns out it's actually economical to wait to start Christmas shopping.
Buy less.
Yep, study over the weekend showed that the earlier you start Christmas shopping, the more money you
Yeah.
spend on average on gifts. You
All
spend
right.
more on the initial gift because you haven't thought about the pain of the finances during the holidays. And
Right.
then you're also more likely to keep buying stuff for your loved ones as the holidays get closer and you see something and go, ooh, they might like that.
Yeah, you jump
Yeah.
on. Okay, but that makes sense.
So the smarter thing to do for your wallet is to wait until the absolute last minute, which I plan on doing.
That's the 24th.
Yeah.
And you won't. Well, you can't order anything online.
No,
So you gotta
I
go
like
You
in
literally
person.
have to get off your ass and go shop in
Yeah.
the middle of the crappy ass weather.
I don't mind doing that a little bit, but it would give me anxiety knowing I had to do that for every gift on the list.
And if you're looking for something unique, you're probably gonna have to go online.
I disagree.
I had 2 things I got this year from people
Wow.
that were very unique. Had to go online.
But aren't you-
You're one of them.
What, you got me something?
Oh, yeah.
You dick. Why did you do that?
Kimmy knows what it is.
I do.
Now I got to get you something?
No, you don't,
We all
because you're
get
not
each
getting.
other stuff.
Because you're not gonna top this. Am I right?
And it's very unique.
Bro,
you
you
can't
get-
find it here.
Good luck. You're done. You're toast. Just sit down.
Damn it. Why did you do that, you
And I
jackass?
did the same thing for my wife. Just a small thing, but it was really unique.
Okay.
But there's no way I could have waited. This thing took like weeks to get.
Okay, fine, but you had a specific thing in mind.
Well, that's what a goddamn gift is.
No. Some
I mean,
Random party pack of gifts.
It is
hey,
funny.
what'd you get? Old porno mag.
Like, you know, it's throwing us off because you don't usually do this.
Well, it gets easier online
Yeah.
now because they bombard you with ideas.
I love how
Sure.
Tommy explains the internet for the last decade to everybody listening to the break.
Like,
You're just ass hurt because
It's
I'm going to
funny-
top your ass.
yeah, because you're so excited about this gift, and I've never seen you excited to give a gift before.
I know,
You
but I was
hate
like,
giving.
goddamn,
All right, how
know.
much did you spend? Tell me seriously.
not a lot.
What's
It's not a lot, but it's super
It's
cool.
the thought. that
More or
counts.
less than $20.
A little over. I want to say with everything 35,
Okay.
which is low.
No, I got to go buy you something. We never get gifts for each other. You're such a dick.
I've
Go
given
F
you-
yourself.
I've given you booze and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you came to my house and I had to have booze ready to give to you when you came to my house because you were, I got to jump over a gift for you. Now I got to do this stupid dance. You're such a dick.
Well, you better get on it because you can't wait so long. Now I better get going.
And now I got to get something unique for you
You
too.
wait, bro. You can't do this. It's impossible.
252 WCMF. The story started with 1 in 4 of us haven't started holiday shopping yet. No, I do my best work under pressure, in all honesty, and I'm the type, I do like touching.
Maybe you should stop doing that.
I like touching the things I'm buying. I have very fond memories of Christmas shopping when I was a kid with my family. I like going out to the mall. I like going out to stores. I like walking around and just taking in the scene by myself.
But isn't that scene kind of dead?
No.
No, man. Have you gone to the mall the week before Christmas?
Is it that packed still? I thought everybody was done now because you could do it online.
No.
Malls are dying, man.
Is that what you heard? Yeah.
Nobody's touching
The one good thing about going and shopping in person is the ability to return things if they don't work out. Whereas if I buy something online, something you can't get here, like if that store doesn't exist here, what are the odds that person's actually going to, take advantage and use it or return it if they want to?
Yeah, what's the return policy on the stupid hunk of crap you got me?
So the thing I got you and the one thing I got my wife can't.
No return?
Oh, no. I didn't even know how you would go about it, and it wouldn't be worth it.
What's the resale value?
Oh, you tell me when you see it. If you're into this, I'm thinking pretty high.
Oh. You're overselling this, man. You are selling high on this.
I don't know what you think it's going to be.
He couldn't guess it a million.
I don't think you guess, no.
And he's kind of into this crap.
Well, I hope he would get me something I was into.
Well, yeah, I mean, you saw this and thought of him.
Yeah, popped right in there.
Okay.
I mean, Kimmy's easy.
Well, yeah, she just wants give me money.
Just throw money at her.
We want cash. I want cash.
I would be shocked if I wouldn't be mad if one of you got me a gift. I would be shocked.
Why?
Because I don't think you've ever given me like a gift.
No, he just give you money.
Yeah, you're poor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put some thought into it.
Are you
Surprise me.
complaining about cash?
No.
Put some thought into it.
I mean, you put thought into Pat's
Yeah, I
gift
thought
and you
about
got
it being
all
back in my
excited.
pocket.
You heard this morning. She bitches that she gets an invite to Kansas City.
No,
Doesn't want to go.
no,
You
I'll take
side
the
with her.
gift card.
We give her cash every single year. You can put some thought into it. Are you kidding me?
I'll take the gift card. I'm just,
All right,
I am just surprised that you
I'll
both
keep-
buy each other gifts, but like.
I don't want to buy him crap. Now I have to.
Okay, if you don't want the money, I'll keep the $20.
We come back, we wrap it up. Gotta go shopping for Tommy now, next to the break room on CMF. Get ready to. It's going to be Rapperoo.
Audio 2 for Tuesday, Rapperoo.
That's right. 2 first coming up with Jolene.
Jolene. Take my music away.
By the way, did you see Dolly Parton on Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Damn, I would.
But it's weird.
What do you mean
Is
it's
it?
weird?
She looked great.
She looks great, but she's 77.
Yeah,
man.
okay, yeah.
How?
Oh.
That woman has not aged.
I mean, damn.
Well, she was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
I saw the outfit.
I know.
It's a very confusing boner.
It is. You're right. That's the best way to put it. She is a national boner treasure.
Yes, she is. Like they should build her face and body into a rock face as a national boner treasure.
Do you know there's rumors about her?
About that?
Her doing another spread.
Oh, I did hear that.
For Playboy.
Yes, she was on the
This
Drew
was a
Barrymore.
couple years ago, I
No,
think.
they just came up with the Drew Barrymore
It
show.
came up again. I
I'm
know,
sorry,
like
why do I
they've.
know that?
I feel like they've asked her like every year.
But I think did she do it
she'll ever come
before?
back to
She
do
did,
it.
yes, yeah.
But I mean, you don't see.
I don't think she was full nude.
No, you didn't know Beeve. What?
We were doing so good. We were doing so good doing like standard human conversation.
And you wouldn't see her jugs. I mean, the jugs would be covered.
Tomorrow's a Wednesday. You know what that means?
No jugs, no beef.
Why, you're not coming in? What happens on Wednesday, Tommy?
We're going to hate it out.
That's right, Hate Mail of the Week. 2 weeks ago, we had a conversation about how the city of Rochester and Monroe County during National Trades Week were having events to try and get kids interested in joining the trades. And they were all pretty standard, like, this is what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Boring events. And, like, the good intention was there, but we had made the argument, if you want kids to join the trades, which you need them to do, because guys are aging out, men and women are aging out, and there's no one replacing them, you need to make the trades sound cooler.
Right.
You need to somehow make them sound just as good, if not better, as going off to college and drinking and partying and meeting people and living on your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sell it, baby.
Yeah, we tried to figure out what that was. And we had a great conversation with a bunch of men and women who work in the trades trying to help us out.
Yeah, I think we did all right.
I thought so.
What happened?
That conversation really, really pissed off one man. Like, set him off.
Really?
Because according to him, if I got to make the trades look cool, I don't want that kid.
Okay.
So we'll get to that
All right.
and a whole bunch more tomorrow here in the break room on CMF. For Kimmy, who gets offered a free trip to Kansas City and then turns it down after whining, and then is given cash every year for Christmas and says that's not good enough.
Where's the
Didn't say it
thought?
wasn't
Where's
good
the
enough.
thought?
I mean, you guys seem to really bond over your gifts, and I'm kind of left out. I thought we were all friends.
Are you pregnant? What is going on?
Not pregnant.
Like, you were the most emotional Kimmy the last couple of days.
You know, it's the holidays. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. For Tommy Muley, who is actually pregnant, congratulations.
Thank you.
With a boner baby. My name's Pat Duffy. We'll see you tomorrow morning in the break room, 6 a.m. on 96.5 WCMF.